it is Jack from Animal Fact Emporium here, and welcome to the channel. We are now on episode 18, which is incredible. So thank you so much for allowing me to continue with this amazing journey. Like usual, all the information from this video is with the help of the IUCN Red List website. So if you want any more information about your favourite animals, then I recommend checking out the IUCN Red List website out. Now, it's time to get things started. The animal we'll be covering for episode 18 is the Humboldt penguin, or by its scientific name, Spheniscus humboldti. On the IUCN Red List website, there is 23,800 mature individuals listed as there is left in the wild. The Humboldt penguin is unfortunately classified as a decreasing population, as well as it is classified as vulnerable. The geographical range of the Humboldt penguin, it basically is South America, or at least the three countries I'm going to list here are from South America, which include Chile, Peru and Colombia. Habitats of the Humboldt penguin include marine oceanic, as well as two of these, which I'm really surprised about, desert and as well forest, which is crazy to think they could find a penguin in a desert or in a forest habitat. Unfortunately, there are some threats to the Humboldt penguin, which include mining, fishing and recreational activities. Each of these different threats to the Humboldt penguin will impact them differently, but each of them will have a negative effect on them, which is sad to see. But there are some positives out there. There are some conservation actions out there to help the Humboldt penguin. Hopefully, fingers crossed, improve its population size. Even though 23,800 is not the best, but it is still better than some other species out there. The conservation actions that we have got listed here is systematic monitoring schemes, as well as ex situ conservation, as well as invasive species control. For systematic monitoring scheme, well, a monitoring scheme will be just keeping a scheme out there to keep an eye on and making sure everything is going at least okay for the Humboldt penguin. But I think if it's done systematically, it's done quite formally and quite accurate in a way. Like, if something's quite systematic, it's quite, how can I put it out there, systematic, it's, well, if like a system is done in a specific way, it's done in a, it's quite hard for me to describe it, but if you know really what systematic means, it's basically done in a not necessarily confined, but it's done in a way that is done quite efficiently. That's the word I'm looking for, efficiently. And systematic monitoring scheme will possibly refer to a monitoring, keeping an eye on the Humboldt penguins, but done in an extremely efficient way. Sorry that took so long to get to the points, but for ex situ conservation, I have mentioned this before on a couple of recent episodes. Ex situ conservation basically refers to your zoos, your wildlife park. It's basically ex situ referring to away from. It's conservation sites that are away from its natural habitat, just still out there to help and protect the penguin. And invasive species control, it's in its name, but it's basically controlling species of animals, maybe even plants as well, that weren't there initially. That's what an invasive species is. It's a species that has basically invaded. It's quite hard to describe it without using the word invade. It's just a species that wasn't there originally and has been added there. Just like the grey squirrel in the UK, and I have mentioned that on a previous episode. Thank you so much for watching. It has been episode 18 with the Humboldt penguin. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, as well as considering following us on Instagram and on TikTok as well. Thank you so much for watching, and keep an eye out for the next episode.